Obviously, congratulations on the win and congratulations on being a part of an absolutely epic fight. Can you just tell us, I mean, physically how you're feeling and emotionally how you're feeling right now after a fight like that?
I feel like nothing's changed. I love being in there. When it's over, it's back to normal life for me. I'm sore. My elbow's sore from blocking the kicks. My finger hurts from punching his tooth. But man, I don't look that bad, huh? For fighting Tony Ferguson. He didn't hit me with one elbow. I was great tonight. That's all I can say.
You really did have a phenomenal performance. I'm curious, I mean, how did the fight play out in reality versus your expectations? I mean, is that how you saw it going, or did it surprise you?
I don't go in there with any expectations. I had none. I thought he was going to be faster. I thought he'd be stronger. I thought he'd hit a lot harder. I always tell myself they're better than me. And, it makes me push myself like I need to push myself to be the best that I can be, to perform at the best level. Feels damn good. Feels damn good to be recognized as almost the best ever. Or the best, not best ever, but the best in the world at this current time. Feels pretty good, and I can't wait to face the challenge, that is Khabib.
A weird environment with no crowd, but in some ways, I don't know, it almost made it like more intense because we could hear every shot, every breath. I mean, we could hear you talking, him yelling at you between rounds, you saying, "God damn, this is fun," I mean, what was it like for you? Did the environment make it any different for you tonight than a normal fight would be?
No different. There was nothing different about that. I only concentrate on what I can control, and that's not the crowd. I would have loved if they were there. I couldn't imagine how loud they would have been. It was an amazing fight from what I've seen. But yeah, there's no time to, it's just pure reactions, working on peripherals. My feet are incredible. I have a great coach, Trevor. We've been working together for 9 years, or probably longer than that. And yeah, man, we're honing my skills, and I'm pretty damn good.
At any point in time when you're hitting him as repetitively and as hard as you were, and he's not going away, is there any frustration coming in, or wonder like, how am I going to get this guy out of here?
No, never. When they stopped it, I was really surprised. Once it starts, it's a blur for me. I'm a competitor. I've been competing since I was 4 years old. I'm a show-off. I know how many people were watching. I know how it makes me happy. I know how good I just made so many people feel. And that feels great. Just pure exhilaration. I know I just screaming. I know all over, not just in this country, but all over the world. I get messages from all over the world saying how, they're my fans, whatever. But humans recognize effort. I give max effort every single time. And it feels good to share this feeling with as many people as I know I just did.
Yeah. At first, you threw down the belt, said, hey, I want the real one, but it is there with you now. But, I mean, now, can you enjoy it a little bit? I know what you're saying. I mean, you're not the first person to say, I don't want the interim title, I want the undisputed title. But, I mean, it's still a UFC title.
Yeah, no, it is good. It feels great. That's the competitor in me, That's the mindset I have to face, again, the challenge that is Khabib. I can't think of myself as the champion because, for one, I'm not. And for two, Khabib's still there. And so, again, I can't become complacent. I have to, it's always the first fight, People think they're infallible. That's what will kill you in this sport. My lights can turn on. I'm human. I have a brain. As soon as you shake it, I will go to sleep. I almost did at the end of the second. But the good thing is I'm fighting humans. And so, I just perform.
All right, so the last thing for me, Justin, obviously you didn't gather scot-free. You got a couple little, dings here and there, but how soon would you like to fight Khabib? When would you like to see this thing happen?
I'm not sure. I'm going to enjoy tonight. Go home to Safford, Arizona, enjoy my family. Enjoy my double bonus. It's 9 and 7. No one's fucking with that.
You mentioned about being knocked down in round 2. How close were you, and how hurt were you to going out?
I don't know. No idea. I need to watch it.
You had an extra couple of weeks to train for this fight because it got postponed from being in California. Now you are in there and you went nearly the full 5 rounds. How important were those 2 weeks to you, cardio-wise?
Yeah, it was an extra 3 weeks, and it was extremely important, not only for my cardiovascular system, but for my mental preparation. I go in there and I go to a special place. Not many people can go to my special place with me, but it takes time to prepare for that mentally. So yeah, it was critical.
You mentioned that you thought he'd be a little bit faster. Dana White actually said he thought Tony looked slow tonight as well, and he speculated that maybe that weight cut he did a couple of weeks back could have had something to do with it. Do you put anything into that?
No.
Okay.
There's not a lot of people that haven't stepped in an octagon that should say anything like that.
And lastly, what do you think Tony should do next? Him in that Khabib fight was always there. It was always there. That's always what was next for him. Now that's gone. What do you think Tony should do next? Is there any sort of fight you think he should be matched up with?
I'm just trying to go home and enjoy tonight, man. I don't even know. No, I have no idea.
Fair enough. Thanks, Justin.
Justin, right here. We spoke a few times over the past few months, and you were in that limbo phase where you didn't have a fight booked. Well, they booked Khabib, Tony, Conor's name kept throwing around, but now you know who you are fighting next. It's uncharted waters from your past few months. So how does it feel to know you finally get Khabib?
Yeah. You get what you ask for, and all I asked was for a say in my destiny. It would have hurt so bad to get passed up because of politics, and that's all I was arguing against. I have to go to war for myself, and thankfully, I put myself in a position to be here, and I capitalized on it.
And then one final one. You said you want to get back to Safford, Arizona. Apparently they're shooting off fireworks right now after your big win. A lot of people woke up to fireworks and said, so what's your thoughts on that?
Man, like I said, it feels so good. I know how many people I just made feel, happiness, gratefulness to be part of this journey. I'm grateful to have them. It's the middle of nowhere. We got Walmart. School clothes shopping was vacation for us. But these kids need to understand that you can do whatever you want as long as you work hard. And that's all I've done since I was 4. I've worked hard and I've listened. I've surrounded myself with people that I trust, and then I listen. And they tell me to jump, I ask how high.
Justin, 7 UFC fights, 9 fight night bonuses. Why didn't you do the signature backflip off the cage after the victory?
I'm getting old. No, I don't know. I was going to do it, and then I think I slipped and accidentally went over the fence. Yeah. One day, when I win the belt, I'll do it.
Tony Ferguson cut weight a first time April 18th. Wondering what was going through your mind. Plus, you have a wrestling background. You know how much it sucks to cut weight. He did it twice in less than a month. Do you think that affected his performance in any way, shape, or form tonight?
I can't say, but I do believe it would affect my performance if I did that.
And lastly, is it 100% that Khabib is your next opponent? And it wouldn't be, let's say, Conor McGregor if he stepped in there and money couldn't lure you to a different fight?
No, I want the biggest challenge in the world. That's Khabib Nurmagomedov. USA versus Dagestan. And then, I'll go to Ireland and do what I got to do.
Thank you.
Justin, at the end of the second round, Tony, everybody in the stadium could hear Tony yell over across the ring to you, "Get him off that stool. You're sucking wind, kid." Did you? I assume you heard that, and did that register to you? And
I didn't hear it. Didn't hear it, but it sounds like false confidence. False confidence ain't gonna get you anywhere in there. I believe in my hard work. I believe in my coaches. I believe in myself. That wasn't going to deter me. I control my thoughts and emotions. Nobody has control of that. Nobody gets control of that. So, he's trying to psych himself up. He knew he was in trouble. He just caught me with a good one. Maybe, I don't know, maybe he thought I would quit. But he found out really fast that there's no quit in me. And he'd be a fool to think that I would.
Great job tonight.
Thank you. No más? Thank you. Oh, baby, it hurt. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Don't
we-
these kids, it hurts. Well, she like money, hey. Just kidding.
All right. First interview you'll have is with Aaron Bronsteiner from TSN.
Hey, Justin, congratulations, man. How did you manage to stay so patient over that 5 rounds? And how big of a plan was, I guess, part of the strategy was that?
That was a huge part of the plan. I'm fighting the best guys in the world, the highest level. Can't make mistakes. That was number one. Pick your battles. So pick my shots. That's my goal now. I didn't know I could go, fight like that, to be honest with you, until I started. Before that I was undefeated and I just never thought about it. But I made the same mistakes in the Dustin Poirier and Eddie Alvarez fight. I became complacent, started having too much fun, and didn't worry about getting hit. And then they hit me in the right spot at the right time. So I had to make an adjustment, and I can't let that happen anymore.
You hit like a truck, and that's very apparent. How surprised were you that Tony was able to absorb so much damage?
It's surprising, man. He's like me, though, man. We make a choice. Life's a choice. Fighting's a choice. And giving up's a choice. There's no give in either one of us. And I respect that about him.
How much do you embrace the idea of fighting a wrestling-based fighter like Khabib, a guy that is going to use wrestling as his primary weapon? When you've been matched up, it seems like it's always against really high-level strikers.
I'm looking forward to the challenge. That's why I'm here. Sounds tiring. Sounds fun, though. Sounds glorious.
Right, man. Well, congratulations on the win. I know it was a short notice thing for the most part, and you did an amazing job tonight. So congrats.
Thank you.
Next up, we have Caroline Pierce from BT Sport.
Justin, congratulations. Interim champion in the lightweight division. How does that sound to you?
It sounds pretty good. Anytime you do something that you put your whole life into, it's nice to be recognized for it. And that's what's happening right now. So it feels good.
Absolutely. I'm not sure if you've been on Twitter yet and you've seen the tweets that have gone out, but everybody just saying their favorite fight, what an incredible performance it was. And I'd echo those same words. But just a quick word on the fact you actually threw the belt to the floor just before your interview saying, I want the real belt. Do you feel some kind of disregard for the interim belt?
That's the competitor in me. I am proud to hold this belt. It feels good. Not many people in the world, much less fighters in the UFC, get to achieve this. So it feels fantastic, and I should enjoy it. But that was the competitor in me. You can never be satisfied. When I get the belt, I want the next one.
Absolutely, always looking ahead to the next thing. And let's talk about the performance. I mean, your thumping power just didn't seem to be able to put Ferguson down. I mean, were you at any point thinking, you know how tough he is, but were you at any point thinking to yourself, geez, is there anything I can do that can actually get him down onto the canvas?
No, because if I did, that would be the complacency that I'm talking about that cost me 2 fights. There was never a spot where I even, when I slit his eye open under his right eye, I was like, oh, damn, that's ugly. That was the only thought I had. Other than that, I couldn't make a mistake, man. He hurt me at the end of the second. And I'm trying to have a quality of life for as long as I can, so I can't be taking headshots.
And I know how important it is to you what your coach, Trevor Whitmore, says to you. And it was interesting that he said, I think it was either before the third or after the third, he said, take 10% off the shots. You're trying to kill him. What was your reaction to that?
He's an analysis for corners for a reason. Man, this guy's been here forever. He's coached many champions. I was his 18th. I guess now I'm the 19th or still the 18th. But 18th because of interim. Yeah. But, he's a genius. I'll say it 1,000 times. He's an artist and I'm a canvas. So I'm very coachable.
And the next stop, of course, will be to unify the belts to fight Khabib Nurmagomedov. He tweeted out immediately. The first tweet he wrote was no comment. And then he gave you a compliment very much saying, very impressive, congratulations and a smart fight. What would be your message to Khabib right now?
I can't wait to face the challenge. We've met many. He was at a lot of my fights when I was at World Series of Fighting because his brother was fighting there. We're competitors. This is why we're here. You know, he owes it to me to try to kill me, and I'm going to do the same.
And it sounds like you feel very proud that it's representing America against Russia. What does that mean to you to be fighting for America when the opportunity comes around?
It's unbelievable. You know, as an athlete, you can only dream of something like that. You know, I didn't go to the Olympics. I wrestled for the University of Northern Colorado, for the Stafford High School Bulldogs. But to represent the greatest nation on earth, I hope the people can get behind me because there's not many times that they have got behind one fighter. You know, we're a melting pot, and I'm so proud of that. I'm half Mexican, but I'm Mexican American, and yeah, it makes me proud.
We've entertained a lot of people at home tonight that have been craving live sport. What's your message to your fans and everybody watching? I mean, you know, so many eyes on you tonight.
Enjoy the ride. You know, I don't know, man. Not a lot of people. I mean, a lot of people believed in me, but man, it's great to prove people right, mostly, but proving people wrong feels pretty damn good. So that's nice.
I'll let you go and enjoy the carbs. I know you've not had any carbohydrates at all in the lead up to this, so go eat some food. You deserve it.
It was good. Had a soda. Thank you.
Next, we have Kevin Ioli with Yahoo Sports.
Hey, Justin, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
I wonder if you and your peers maybe had a sense of what you were doing for the country and for the world tonight. There have been no live sports for a long time, and it seemed like, you know, everybody went out there and fought with a little bit extra purpose, and it was a fantastic card capped by obviously a great fight and a great performance by you. Did you have a sense that you guys were fighting for a cause bigger than yourselves tonight?
I was fighting for a world title. I've been working towards this since I was 4 years old. You know, outside that, you know, obviously it makes me, I know where we're at right now. I know where people's minds are. I know how anxiety, depression, those are very, very strong things that can overtake anybody and everybody. But, I just want to inspire, and I think I inspired some people to do better tomorrow than they did today. And that's all I do every day. That's all I try to do. I'm not perfect. I certainly don't succeed every day. But the more days I can make better than yesterday, the more prepared I will be for life and for opportunities when they arise, such as this.
And one other thing, obviously we had been locked down for most of March, right? You didn't get this fight until the beginning of April. So in that period of time before you got the fight against Tony, were you getting a little stir crazy yourself, like, you know, not being able to go out of your house and do things? Was it bothering you in any way?
I live alone with my dog. I don't go out. My friends come over. I have a pool table. We play pool. We kept doing that. My life didn't change very much. I think the isolation is probably why I have a couple screws loose, but it's why I'm, you know, such a killer in there. I isolate myself and live day by day. And it's a very simple life. I sleep really good. 9.5 hours, 9 to 9.5 hours every night. Easy life. I like to live. I want to keep it as simple as possible.
Awesome. Congrats. Great fight, man, and happy for you.
Thank you.
Next, we have Carlos Contreras from Milenio Diario.
Justin, at what point were you surprised how easy you were connecting the left hook and how much he was resisting?
I never got surprised. Again, man, best in the world. You saw he dropped me. After that, I was like, don't mess up. Don't mess up again, you know. My coach was right. I was trying to kill him. You know, I was very patient, but I still have some work to do, you know. I didn't need to be that aggressive at times. That's why I got hit. So, yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, well, that was my next question. After that round, your coach just told you that to be more patient, and you kept that until the fifth round when you had chance to finish earlier, and you were like trying just to win the round. You felt you had this fight won by the fifth round, you know, right?
I had no idea if I was winning or losing because it's not, you know, I can't control that. That's on the judges. I only worry about what I can control. So that's, you know, obviously in there, it's split second by split second. And that's, there was nothing outside that I was worried about. I didn't know if I was winning. I didn't know if I was losing. I didn't ask my coach in the corner. I definitely knew that I saw his face. I didn't know how my face looked. I thought I was probably cut up a couple times, but just my lip and my finger.
Is this your best cardio that you felt coming into a fifth round?
This is only I've never fought this long. That's the first time I've ever gone to the fifth round. I've had probably 15 5-round fights, and I've never ever gone. The two longest I went were the two fights that I lost. So it does feel great. I will have confidence in my cardio next fight, and that's very important.
So half of the interim title goes for Mexico, right?
I'm Mexican American, bro. Proud. I'm white on the outside. I'm brown on the inside. You saw me fight. There's Mexican blood that pushes me, baby.
That was crazy. Thanks a lot, Justin.
Thank you.
And then we're going to wrap up with Mark Raymundi with ESPN.
All right.
Can you hear me?
I can now.
Awesome. I was just wondering, congratulations. It was an amazing fight. Tony's a very hard guy to get out there. What would you say differentiated Tony from your past opponents? What was different about him?
I think most people would have went to sleep after not even if they didn't go to sleep, they would have quit. I never saw quit in his eyes. As a fighter, you understand, emotions are very, very, very different in there. And your face can't lie, but his face never told me that he was done. I commend him for how tough he is. That's why I'm such a huge fan of him. Feels good. I don't know.
Did you know going into the later rounds that you had a pretty solid lead on the cards? Did it feel that way?
I never thought about it. He punched me hard because when it was the fifth round, I was very surprised. I thought it was going into the fourth. I was actually surprised at how good I felt. I didn't think I could fight that long, to be honest with you. It feels good.
And then I know that you just won, and again, congratulations. But of course, everyone wants to know about, you and Khabib. It's going to be, obviously the two best lightweights on the planet. Khabib said the other day on Twitter that he could be back in July. I mean, do you have any idea when you would want to fight again?
I'll fight in July. Fuck that. I think August, September, something like that.
Awesome. Thanks, Justin. Appreciate it. Congratulations.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Justin. Congrats again. Have a good night.
I'm going to eat. Oh, it hurts.